All right, check this out. Bumper from Rock Slide right there, out in, I believe, in Colorado. Sister, actually, or Utah? Utah, my bad. Out in Utah. My sister actually, went out to the factory to get it because it's cheaper that way. But here we are. This is all put on, and we're going to show you what we did to get this all put on because it does not come with instructions. So let's get this going. All right, let's go. Hey, what's up, DIYers? Today, we're out here in the shop. We're putting on a new bumper on a JL right here. This is my sister's JL we got going. And she picked up a Appalachian Trail front bumper from Rock Slide. And there ain't no damn instructions or anything. But as you can see, right, everything tore apart. So I'm bringing you in. We're already 5 steps ahead of you already if you're looking to get some instructions here. But if you need to know how to take this original bumper off, there's tons of other videos out there. Go check those out. Then come right back to this one because then we're going to show you how to put on that bumper right there. But so far, as you can see, we got everything tore apart. The lights are ready to go. It's all a mess over here. We have the mounts already put on. So the mounts that come with the bumper are right here. Those were screwed into the bumper in here, and they're all nicely packed. It was pretty nice, and they do have some shipping bolts. I know I'm jumping back and forth, and I apologize. But this is our next step. We got, like I said, we got everything tied onto here. These are locked in. These are all nice and tight. They're ready to go. But we need to now slide the bumper on. We're gonna put this bumper on and show you where the bolts go. Because here, I'll show you over here on the bench. This is what we got. This was the package. This is the quote unquote extras that come with it because there's no instructions. So I'm not sure where those bolts go, where these ones go, where all the washers. I have no idea what the heck we're doing with those things. So, I'm trying to go off the pictures. So hopefully this is going to get you a better idea of how to get that bumper on your JL and use everything we need to. So I'm going to cut away. We're going to get a couple things on here, see if we can figure out a few things where they go, and I'll bring you back and show you what I found out. All right. So that was about 30 seconds, and here we are. Yeah, this is not going to allow us. I know y'all are sitting there going, just push it on, Mike. Come on. Well, you know what, guys? If I was down here trying to push this on, yeah, I think I could. But not, this is almost like an inch and a quarter maybe. There's no way I'm going to be able to come down. We're already on the top of the plate in the back here. There's no way this is going on. So I believe what I'm going to have to do is take the whole thing off, and the bumper bracket, everything's got to go all on at one shot. I don't see any other way to do it. But I'm sure, you guys, you know what? You guys down in the comments, if you guys run into this is a perfect time. Help each other out. We're all in this together. Go down there. Put down in the comments down there how the heck you got that on there. Maybe you got a better idea than we do. But we're going to take this thing off. All 4 of those bolts on either side. There's nuts on there. Pull that back off. We'll set them back in there, and then we'll push it back on. Tighten it all back up. We'll see. All right, DIYers, check it out. We got the light in. The fog lights here are kind of a bear. These little things here are 3/16 Allen head screws. They are, this light in here is tight. You cannot even come close to tightening 2 or 3 down. You got to just barely start 3 of them and then really twist in to get that 4th one to go in. And you better have a screwdriver or something. Make sure you don't cross thread them. They are a bear. They are a pain. Good luck. All right. So we went ahead and we just loosely bolted the top bolts into the bracket, so we had some kind of movement we could make. They are just like I said, they're not barely finger tight in here for the bumper bracket with the hooks and everything on the front. Going around to the front, we got them on here all the way across. This louver here, this is the little block. If you don't have your light for the front, that will go up there and block that off for later when you do put the light in. But that is what they got. I will tell you too also, there is a recess here. These do not set flush all the way out here. They do set inside. Would have been really nice if they would have added a piece, a little moon shaped piece to go inside here that would have really cleaned this up a lot. Would have looked really nice. But this is what we got. This is what it's going to look like. We still got a license plate bracket because here in our state, we are required to have a front license plate. So we still got to do that. The other thing is we have these nice big off-road lights here. We are going to, I think our plan right now is to open those holes up right there and there. And we're going to have them mounted, and big boys right there in the front. That should look really good there. We'll come back. I'll show you some more about that in a little bit. And then we still got another piece, a little air dam piece that goes across the bottom. It's laying here on the floor. We'll get that put back in here in a minute. But I'm going to get all these bolts and everything tightened up here, get this all sealed up. We'll bring you back for the last ones and see what the lights look like. All right, here we go, guys. We are finally all installed. The 2 hours that it says to put this in, I tell you what, if you guys probably do these all the time, well, we still have one little shot left. I'll come down and close out here in just a minute. We got that one little thing left, but everything is all tidied up, all put up in here. Like I say, we drilled out those holes up there to be able to put the other lights in, but everything is all snugged in, tidied up. We're ready to go for the last bit, and I'll show you that in a second. Alrighty, there we go. Left it up on the lifter a little bit so you can kind of see. Got that air dam underneath. Got the piece filling in the inside. Our lights are all in. We've not checked to make sure that they all work yet, but that looks really good. I like it. Nice steel bumper and everything there. One thing we are going to touch up, I was kind of a little disappointed, these little edges right inside of here. I think that must have been where they probably hung this to powder coat it maybe. But there's a mark right there and a mark on this side, and that's definitely where, if anything's ever going to happen to that powder coating, this state's Iowa freaking snow and salt and all that other junk is going to get in there and have a problem. So we're put a little Rust-Oleum kind of paint stuff in there. Actually used some of my what is that stuff here? We'll go back to use all good old Eastwood Rust Encapsulator. I think that stuff works pretty darn good. We'll put that stuff in there and kind of touch up those little spots. But here we go. All set, all done. We're ready to go down the road. A little bit more armor in the front. Good to go. So hopefully this guys helped you guys out putting on your rock slide bumper. And yeah. There we go. All right, guys. Like, share, subscribe. You know all that good job. So we'll see you guys next time. Hope this saved you some time. See you guys. Bye.
Do you want to?
All right, there we go. All the lights on. We can shut off the big fog lights in the center. Shut off the fog lights. Regular lights are on. We can turn on the big fog lights in the center. And then we can turn on the fog lights on the outside. There we go. Everything's working. Everything's good. See y'all next time.